Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at what is going on with the new Darmanitan. Yeah, that's right. We have a new Darmanitan, and it actually looks really, really nice. Way nicer than I was expecting. This is a little bit cheeky, ladies and gentlemen. This one's a little bit cheeky. You see, it's only got one attack, and it is for 4 energy, but it's 4 energy, 40 damage base, plus 40 more for each fire energy attached to it. And this is the kind of thing where a lot of the time I'd look at this and I'd go, that's not going to work. Like, you're asking a lot here. You're asking 4 fire energy before we even get going. Just to begin, you're asking me for 4 fire energy, just to get off the board. And then, if you get 4 fire energy on there, then that's 4 times 40 plus the base, 5 times 40, 200. 200 for 4 energy is not that efficient on a single prize stage 1. I do appreciate, incidentally, that we have 150 HP. It's not bad on a single prize Pokemon nowadays. It's not amazing by any stretch. It's not too bad. The thing is, it's another one of those where, because of what we've got right now, this can work. I think, generally speaking, you look at some formats with a card like this, and you're like, no, that's not going to work. That's asking way too much. In the format in which we currently find ourselves, however, yeah, I can get behind this, ladies and gentlemen. I can absolutely get behind this. Because you see, in Black Bolt and White Flare, we got Embor. And what Embor lets you do is attach as much fire energy from your hand during your turn as you like. Oh, that's pretty good. That's going to get a decent chunk of energy on here quite nicely. Excellent. But then we've also got Oricorio coming. And Oricorio is a very similar kind of thing. Now, you do need to have a Fire-type Mega Evolution Pokemon in play, and it will only attach to your bench, but it still lets you attach as much fire energy during your turn as you like, which is honestly kind of absurdly good. So I'm telling you that right now, we legitimately have 2 Pokemon in the format who can attach as much energy as you like and just roll with it. By the way, Embor was technically in White Flare, not Black Bolt. It's a dual set, you know what I mean. So, okay, we literally have 2 different ways to attach all the energy during our turn, but that doesn't necessarily help because we've still got to find all of the energy, and that's a little bit awkward. Well, it would be a lot more awkward if I hadn't shown you that Fire Breather supporter card the other day. The one that's coming around in Inferno X over in Japan. It's going to be in Phantasmal Flames over here. And that one just lets you go and search for 7 basic fire. The thing is, if you've got an Oricorio down, and again, Darmanitan needs to be on the bench to attach, or you've got an Embor down, well, you use Fire Breather and all 7 of those energy go straight into your hand. So now it's 8 times 40, which is 320. And sure, against Mega Pokemon, you're still going to be a little bit off, I grant you. But Dragapult, 320 HP, no weakness, 2 prize EX Pokemon, goes down. Gardevoir, 310 HP, Stage 2, EX Pokemon, goes down. And there's no saying that you've got to just do 7. I'm saying that if you don't put any effort in, and you just grab Fire Breather, and you attach those 7 energy, and you do nothing else, that is 8 times 4, which is 320. 7 times 4 for each energy, and then 40 base, 8 times 4, 320 damage. That is why I like Darmanitan here. Because actually, this can work. If it didn't have all of these support cards, if it didn't have ways to both search out a ridiculous amount of energy and attach all of that energy immediately, I'd be looking at it and I'd be going, oh, that's not really going to work now, is it? But we do have these cards. So maybe it is going to work now, isn't it? And as a side note here, just while we're here, I probably need to mention the Darumaka, because what we've got here is the same attack, but it's 10 plus 20. No, it's not even remotely as good. You attach 7 energy here and you're doing 150 damage. 7 times 20 is 140, add the 10, 150. That's an incredibly inefficient attack. I'm also telling you that there are going to be games where for whatever reason you don't get Darmanitan. Maybe it's prized, maybe you had to discard it early with a supporter card. I don't know. There's going to be games where you're looking at it and you want your Darmanitan, and your Darmanitan, for whatever reason, isn't coming out. So you're stuck with Darumaka. And I'm telling you that in that situation, this is a viable attacker. I'm not saying great. I'm saying you can take prizes with it. I'm saying in an EX deck, when you desperately just want to take a little KO with a single prize Pokemon, this dude will be there, and this dude will have your back. And I haven't even mentioned Reversal Energy yet. Now, admittedly, Reversal Energy is not long for this format. It's going to survive into the Infernal Flames format, so we absolutely need to mention it. But it came out in Paldea Evolved. It's not going to be around. It's going to be hit when we hit the next rotation. It's not going to be around for that much longer. But there is going to be a little sweet spot here where Darmanitan is out and we still have Reversal Energy. Because Reversal Energy says, if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, you're losing the game. And if this card is attached to an evolution Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, it provides every type of energy, but only 3 at a time. Well, you're going to have to decide if you're behind on prizes, but if you are, don't have a rule box, is an evolution Pokemon, and the wording on Darmanitan here says, for each fire energy, it most definitely does not say basic fire. There's a little kanji for origin they put in front of the energy symbol. If it has to be basic energy, that kanji ain't there, ladies and gentlemen. You absolutely can use this. That's an extra 120 damage. That one energy card whacked on here is an extra 120 damage. And the kind of awesome thing is that because you're using stuff like Oricorio and Emboar to accelerate all your fire energy, this can just be your attachment for the turn and you're off. Although one slightly frustrating thing here, and I'm sure this is deliberate. I'm sure this is a deliberate thing. This is a 4 energy attack and not a 3 energy attack. So what you cannot do with Darmanitan here is you cannot just attach Reversal Energy if you're behind on prizes and hit for 160 damage. Card doesn't work like that. You can have an energy on and then attach it and hit for 200. Yay! But you cannot use this for free energy just using a Reversal Energy. Doesn't work. Bit sad. Boo, hiss, etc. Is it the end of the world? No. But it is a little bit sad, and I wish we could use it for a Reversal Energy. The other thing we need to mention before we finish off here, somebody over at Creatures loves Darmanitan. Creatures is where they design the cards. Because we all know at this point that Pokemon they like more get more cards. Firstly, it's obvious. Secondly, I've asked them and I'm not the only one, but I did literally ask them in person. Pokemon they like get more cards. And don't make that face, because if you worked at Creatures, your favourite Pokemon would get more cards as well. Now, it's worth noting that Ends Darmanitan from Journey Together, although it has an amazing attack, Flame Body Cannon, doesn't count. Because it's Ends Darmanitan, it evolves from Ends Darumaka, you can't play it in the same evolution line. Boo, hiss, etc. But we do have the one from Obsidian Flames that can do 120 for free energy. It's not that great, honestly. But we got the one from Twilight Masquerade that can do 210 for free energy. It does 70 to itself, but that's still a lot of damage for free energy. And we've got the one from Black Bolt, which had an illustration rare, which again, I don't really like. It's 4 energy, 180, discard 2. It's fine. I think the best one here is probably the one from Twilight Masquerade. But my point is, even when we take out N's Darmanitan, we've still got 3 other Darmanitan from which to choose. Somebody at Creatures is a big fan of Darmanitan. So yeah, this new one's really good. You kind of have to play it in this fire deck. You have to play it with Oricorio or Emble. So play it with Oricorio or Emble. There we go. Problem solved. And then you've got a really good single prize fire Pokemon that under the right circumstances can even go ahead and start getting one-hit KOs on big multi-prize Pokemon. Yeah, this is one worth getting a little bit excited about. But I've told you all about it now, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you think it's going to be legit. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Good us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Uncle Poker Peter, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout-out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.